Hi, this is javinkharod, a chemical engineer by profession, going to continue our today's topic, work at height and fall prevention. Now, purpose. The purpose of standard to prevent injury and property damage when conducting work at height. The procedure is applicable all the vendors and subcontractors, all level of supply chain where there are presence person working at height. Now, we go through definition. The competent person, the person trained, experienced and authorized to carry out particular function. Fall protection equipment. The equipment typically consisting double hook, full body harness, lanyard, not existing 2 meter in length and de-acceleration device. The system need to be attached to anchor point capable withstanding load of at least 2270 kg. Working at height, all working at height above 2 meter height where there are risk of falling and a person can become injured as per Factory Act. Now work permit system. All the high work which are not regular in nature, they should be covered under work permit system. Example, work permit is issued and verified and checked by authorized person prior to start of work. Now, work process based operating procedure for work at height and fall prevention. In that case, elimination or minimize program for work at height. The first step to fall prevention is elimination, the minimization of need manual work at height through elimination need perform work at height by eliminating risk of fall, implementation, fixed barrier, scaffold, mobile elevated work platform, etc. where reasonably practical work as possible as be done ground level to minimize working at height. Section of steel work can be based together, pipe welded, radiography carried out, item painted before lifted to position. Now action prior to starting work at height. All work at height cannot eliminate or minimize the action undertaking starting of work. There should be prior to any person working at height. Risk assessment must be carried out, identify the risk and safety measures necessary, eliminate, reduce the risk. Collective protection measure must always be considered presence of individual protection measure where it is not reasonably practical to provide safe working platform and person has to rely on the use double hook, full body safety harness, lifeline with fall arrestor. A suitable rescue plan must be considered along with safety measure. A competent person must verify the content of the procedure have been implemented before commencement of any work at height. Work may only commence with the written approval of the competent person. Now, verification procedure, the implementation. There should be following step after equipment and location verified safety and appropriate using a step which for all work more than 1 day duration, systematic verification of satisfactory implementation procedure must carried out competent person at frequently appropriate duration risk of task on completion of the work. It must be formally verified by competent person that the workplace has been left satisfactory condition and all persons have safety return from the workplace. Note, now many accidents occur because floor grating have been removed and not replaced or superfluous material are left in elevated position causing slip, trip and fall hazard. Now, general precaution for all fall protection. Apart from listed steps, the following certain general precautions help to minimize incident related while working at height. That should be the first consideration must always to provide safe working platform. The side of all stairway, floor, platform, walkway, building, etc. from where person can fall, suffer injury, or where article could fall and injure someone must be protected with double guard, rail, and toe bolt at least 150 mm in height with regret and regards. Permanent structure such as stairway, platform, much of the permanent handrail, it is reasonably practical, should be installed and structure is at ground level. There is not possible. The handrail, guardrail must be kept place with construction. Now, closing all floor opening while ensuring fall prevention is essential, also imperative to ensure that any floor opening present vicinity work at height, closed and covered properly, the person from falling, the floor opening, all opening through which person can fall, suffer injury must be covered and secured using material that is sufficiently strong, support forces, it may be subjected. Walled hole or opening must be printed topside, it cover not used, opening must be protected, rigid guardrail and adequate strength and toe bolt where floor grating are removed, fitting instrument cable, the area must be physically fenced, all sign put in place, rope or warning tape is not considered as being adequate, fences must be removed before floor is re-established and inspected, collective safety measures such as safety net suspended beneath area of work must be adopted and person installing floor panel, the floor panel lock bolted in position, each one is fixed, person not connected with the work must be prevented inadvertently walking into the area until panels are fixed and work complete. Double guard rail must be used for closing of such area. Notice clearly displayed prohibiting unauthorized access. Now careful uses hand tool. While working at height, worker must be careful where hands are used support and where they are undertaking work. The user's approval hand tool become almost important. The user's heavier, loosely taken and inappropriate equipment misbalance, worker landing to fall. Precaution must be taken to ensure portable tool, hand tool, use elevated work area cannot fall. The people below safety net or tow road, they are suitable for this purpose. So far, reasonably practical barrier must be erected below prevent person walking below such area. If none of above practical, then some of the protection from falling tool must be implemented. Use strap, rope attached tool and some appropriate anchor. Uses approval person, protection equipment. Fall protection equipment must be inspected. User and trained person daily double hook full body safety harness that have been used. Fall arrest situation must be withdrawn. The service and not reuse issued until all full examination record. The result through examination must be kept on site. Lifeline, fall arrestor used to attachment double hook full body safety harness must be horizontal. Lifeline must be made steel rope 12 mm diameter. Install a waist height above tension by use turn, buckle or similar designed to support maximum number of workers. Securely anchor both end triplicate wire rope clamp point able to withstand dynamic load generated by fall and all lanyard must be made. Flame resistance material inertia reel must be used to enable more safe movement around certain area. Safe access and egress must be provided all places work including access lifeline for arrestor. Working at height during adverse weather condition. No one must be allowed at work on wet and work exposed position, rain, scorching, heat or strong wind. Also plant and equipment such as crane, mobile, elevating work platform, girdle, etc. must not be used in such conditions. Uses ladder, scaffold, work platform. The user's approval, type and rating. Fall protection equipment is mandatory. The following procedure must be followed. Ensure that approval equipment, all scenario, material examination and storage. All material must be examined upon arrival site or during unloading. Any defective item must be removed from the site and put specially designed and marked storage area. Special cases when provision work platform is not reasonably practical, work does not fit into the category referred, the alternative safety measure must be agreed in advance. The representative environment, health and safety. The uses of ladder. Ladder can be used light task or low risk, short duration, but not more than one person must be on the ladder and the ladder must be secure to prevent the slipping outward, sideways. Employee must inspect ladder before use. The person on ladder must safety harness to prevent falling. Ladder must be inspected. Least one monthly. Must be good condition. Must be painted. Ladder must be installed at the angle 4/1. Must be expanded appropriate 1 meter above and working platform and must be secure so they cannot be slipped. Vertical ladder installed and construction purpose. Height where person can fall more than 3 meter. Must have cage, hook or fitted with rappel line, vertical lifeline as a continuous sliding anchor, point of safety harness. Vertical ladder over 9 meter long must be platform every 9 meter offset at every platform. Self-made ladder are not allowed on site, scaffold and work platform. The following procedure must be followed. The selection, approval, storage of scaffold and work platform. Register all scaffold erected, dismantle site must be maintained. A trained, competent scaffold inspector must be inspected. Scaffold before first use and before use. Register all scaffold erected, dismantle site must be maintained. A trained, competent scaffold inspector must be inspected erected scaffold before first use, before use, once, least weekly. Thereafter, additionally supervisor must inspect scaffold daily. Scaffold special and non-typical design. Scaffold greater than 10 meter in height must be designed. Suitably qualified engineer, person erecting scaffold, still erected at any other person likely work in the area and all circumstances where provision at work platform is not practical must be used. Fall protection equipment. All work platform must be top guard, drill fix, height 1.1 meter, intermediate, grade drill and toe bolt, all side from where person article can fall. Work platform made, loose plank, bolt and forbidden. Gangway must be guard drill and toe bolt, all side where person article may fall, and scaffold erected around a structure which may have electrical service. Where electrical equipment used, work must be earthed, protected and electrical shock. The earth cable must be routed to avoid damage from work equipment. Okay guys, this is up to work at height part 1. Next chapter we have covered some another useful information. Work at height part 2. Still then goodbye. Do take good care of yourself.